Today I'm here at Kentucky Kingdom in Louisville, Kentucky. Tried all the major roller coasters here. They have 4 major roller coasters: Kentucky Flyer, Lightning Run, Wind Chaser, and Woodland Run. First is Kentucky Flyer. Since we're over in the water park right now, the closest one is Kentucky Flyer, so we're headed over there first. So the first ride of the day today was Kentucky Flyer. This is a small little one roller coaster, but it packs a punch. It's so much fun. This is a Gravity Group one coaster. Really comfortable lap bars, very comfortable ride. It's only like maybe 40 feet tall, 30 miles per hour, but it is so much fun, so much airtime. It really packs a punch. What did you think about it, Ian?
I liked it. I thought it was cool. For just being a little Gravity Group family coaster, you got a couple of really good pops of airtime.
Yeah.
It's a nice, comfortable ride. The trains are really comfortable. Nothing bad to say about it. Really, it was a fun little experience. I liked it.
And one of the nicest things about Kentucky Kingdom is there's never a wait. So we just walked right up there, walked right onto the ride. No wait. It's on one train, but there's hardly anyone here. So we just walked right on. We could ride this 20 times if we wanted to. Lots of fun.
So at this point I was walking over to Woodland Run to review that ride next when we were approached by about 3 staff members. They told us, "Don't move, security's on the way." And we're both really shocked and surprised, we don't know what's going on. And they tell us, "You can't have that in here, you're not supposed to do that." I guess they were referring to my camera. Apparently cameras aren't allowed inside the park. Neither of us had any idea. We both had cameras out. I have been to the park in the past with cameras with no issue. Apparently it's a new rule now that the park's run by Hershend. I had no idea this was a thing. So obviously at this point they told us, "Hey, you can't have cameras, no recording inside the park." So I obviously turned the camera off. I stopped recording at this point. So from this point on, I'm going to try my best to reenact this by drawing everything in paint. Okay, so here's me, and here's Ian. You can tell it's me because I have my sunglasses on. I've got my little camera. Ian's got his little hat on and his camera. And we're just walking around Discovery Meadow, walking over to Woodland Run. And that's when 3 staff members approached us and told us, "Don't move, security's on the way." And at this point, neither of us knew what was going on, so we were both really worried and confused. Eventually, the staff told us we're not allowed to have cameras in the park, and we need special permission from the media team to have cameras. And eventually someone from security arrives. He tells us we're not allowed to record anything inside Kentucky Kingdom, and he has to escort us to the front of the park. So at this point we're walking with the security guy to the front of the park. Along the way, the security guy radios someone. He says, "I got both of them, I'm on the way." And we continue towards the front of the park. So the security guard takes us to the front entrance to guest services because we have to ask for a special media pass of some kind. So we get to guest services and we talk to like 4 different people there, and none of them know what we're talking about. None of them have any clue what's going on. After like 10 minutes of waiting, they tell us that the only people who can provide that pass is the marketing team for whatever reason. So they give us the email for the marketing team. They don't ask for our emails. They don't ask for our phone numbers or anything. None of our information. We have to reach out to them. And they eventually say they can't help us. So at this point, we don't really know what to do besides obviously put the cameras back in the car. So Ian decides to stay with security and guest services while I walk all the way back through the park to our locker to get my camera bag. I left my camera with Ian at the front entrance in order not to cause any further disturbances while I'm walking through the park back to the locker. So now I make my way back through the park, although it's a little less embarrassing this time since I'm not being escorted by security. I'm walking through the park and I get to about where the bridge is to cross across the road, and my left leg starts cramping really bad. I sit down in the middle of the path because I'm in horrible pain right now, and I'm just like,
Ah! Ah! Ah!
I'm in so much pain I didn't think I could make it back to the locker. So I get my phone out, I call Ian, it rings, it rings, it rings. And now at this point, Ian was in the parking lot because he was tired of being stared at and judged by guests. There were lots of onlookers because he was with security. He got tired of that and went to the parking lot, and I don't blame him. He doesn't answer. So I'm just sitting there on the pavement, contemplating my options. And I'm like, oh my god, if they're watching me on the security cameras right now, they probably think I'm faking this. This looks really bad, I need to get up and go. So I stood back up, and I made my way over to our locker. I was making my way back to the front, and as I was leaving, I heard two separate staff members, completely unrelated to the ones earlier, talking about the event and sort of gossiping. I thought it was really weird that this was like the talk of the town for the entire park.
Well, that was a new one.
A little bit.
Just walking around filming roller coasters. Security approaches me, he's like, you can't do that here. Not in that tone, I'm exaggerating, obviously. But they told me I cannot film inside the park. Both of us had cameras out and we were filming the roller coasters. They told us we can't do that without permission from the media team. I've never spoken to the media team. I didn't know that was a thing. So we were told to leave the park. So unfortunately, our trip to Kentucky Kingdom got cut a little short. I had no idea about this. I've seen Kentucky Kingdom vlogs all the time. I had no idea there was a rule about not filming inside the park without permission. I've been here before and I filmed. I was here just a couple years ago and I filmed all the rides with no issue. But I assume this is an issue with the new owners, Hershend, running the park. Really odd rule. It might be because the water park is inside the park, but I tried my best to express, like, I'm only filming the roller coasters. I only want to film the roller coasters. I'm keeping the camera on myself. I'm not filming anyone else. They didn't really seem to care. They gave me an email to contact. Probably not gonna bother with that. I don't really have a whole lot of intention to return this year. So, a bit of a shame. Sorry our trip got cut short because of me.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, I ruined it.
That's okay. Honestly, as far as the day goes, we rode everything.
Yeah, we're here for 2 hours and we already rode everything.
So, at the very least, it's not like we missed out on coasters or anything like that. It does kind of suck that they're not very transparent with their policies, but
Yeah,
at the same
I had no
time,
idea.
I mean,
Well, now you
it's
know.
probably buried in the language somewhere, but
Yeah.
yeah, if you're coming to Kentucky Kingdom, don't bring a camera.
I guess. Funny thing is, though, security left us in the park with multiple cameras.
Yeah, we got
they didn't say anything.
Bags and everything.
I'd been walking around for a good 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes before they even approached me. I still got footage of the park. Not sure if I should use it or not. But yeah, not the way I wanted to end the day, but it happens. So I've already been here before. I've ridden all the roller coasters. I didn't expect anything new today, but I mean, this is something new. Hasn't happened to me before. There's a first for everything, I guess. First time getting told to leave a park. I assume you've never been kicked out of a park.
No,
until
and
now.
you know, it's funny because I always talk about how I've never been evacuated from a ride.
Yeah.
I've never been evacuated from a park before.
They hate vloggers. They do not like vloggers here.
No.
Well, unfortunately, that is the end of my day at Kentucky Kingdom. It only lasted 3 hours. It was a hot day. It was like 95 degrees. I'm dripping with sweat. It was... I don't think I could have done that park a whole lot longer anyways. But, I mean, it is what it is. I still had fun. Did you enjoy it at least?
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah,
I'm glad that we got to ride everything before we had to leave.
Yeah, me too.
You know.
It was an unfortunate end. I didn't anticipate the day ending like this. But like I said, there's a first for everything. We didn't get trespassed or anything. The cops weren't called, nothing like that. So we're free to return as far as I know. So I might be back here one day. But it also wasn't the best impression, especially how they handled it. They told us we can reach out to their marketing team and have a chance at getting something. Who knows?
It was very non-Hershend as far as the experience goes. We'll put it that way.
Oh yeah, I've recorded a million times at Dollywood. I've made tons of Dollywood videos. Never had an issue like this. For whatever reason, 1 year into their operation under Hershend, they started this rule. Very strange.
I also want to add that after we left the park, I went on the park's website and I checked for this rule, and I couldn't find anything like that. I'll actually read their camera policy word for word right now. Cameras and cell phones are considered loose articles and should be secured before riding an attraction. Please see our quote-unquote ride light policy. Please respect other guests while enjoying your day at the park and only include your own party in your photos and videos, which I tried my best to do. Those expecting to use footage for public use such as news programs or documentaries, which I don't think I fall under that category as a YouTuber, must make arrangements in advance by completing the digital media admission request form. And neither of us wanted free admission, we already bought tickets. So if there is a rule like this, I couldn't find it anywhere. I didn't see any signs like this. It was very confusing. It was very stressful. It was a little upsetting. I never have the intention of breaking rules at any park, and if the staff ever ask me to stop doing what I'm doing, I'll obviously listen and stop immediately. I don't think there was really any need to call security. I don't think there was any need to have 4 members of staff involved in the incident. If you take into account the people at guest services and staff I saw walking around the midways, there were probably like 15, 20 people involved. I mean, I'm tall, maybe I look threatening. I didn't want to put up a fight. I didn't put up any sort of fight. I didn't yell. I don't know, it just seemed a little excessive to me. And of course we had guests staring at us from every direction as we had the walk of shame from the back of the park, escorted by security all the way to the front. Not how I wanted my day to go. So even though I said earlier in the video I wasn't going to reach out to Kentucky Kingdom, I did end up reaching out to Kentucky Kingdom. At guest services, they gave us an email address to contact. I emailed them about 24 hours ago. By the time the video goes up, it'll probably be about 48 hours. So far, I haven't heard anything back. I emailed the marketing team and I also emailed the media team. It's been about 24 hours since I emailed them, and so far I've heard nothing. I also posted an Instagram story about my little confrontation at the park, and I tagged them in that, so hopefully they saw that. Although it's probably expired by now, and last time I checked it, they hadn't viewed it. But if they end up replying to any of my emails, I'll either make a follow-up video or I'll put a comment down the comment section below and pin that and keep you guys updated. I think it was handled very unprofessionally. I don't think you should treat your guests like that, but I didn't reach out just for an apology. Our trip was cut short by a couple hours because I wanted to spend the rest of the day just filming the rides, filming myself, and I couldn't do that, so we left. Our trip was cut short. But again, I'm not looking for free tickets, free anything. I just want clarification. I really do like Kentucky Kingdom. It's a very nice park besides how they handle the situation. And I'd really like to return, but not if it's going to be a repeat of this, and not if I'm unable to film anything. One of my favorite things to do at parks is to film the rides, film my reactions. That's half the reason I like going to parks. So I really hope there's a way to resolve this situation and to clarify things, and I'm able to go to Kentucky Kingdom again and film things and enjoy myself. And hopefully some of you are too. I know a lot of the people who watch my videos are fellow vloggers, fellow YouTubers, and I really don't want to see this situation happen to any of you. So it is a very unfortunate situation, and I will keep all of you updated. But I'm not mad at Kentucky Kingdom. I'm not angry. I don't want any of you to go to their social media pages and harass them or anything like that. It's a nice park and they're good people, but I think the new management and new rules might be confusing for some of the staff. I think a lot of the staff might be new and some of them may be confused as well. Or maybe this just isn't something they're cool with and I had to learn the lesson the hard way and I won't be back, but I hope it doesn't come to that. Either way, it was one heck of an adventure, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I would say stay tuned for more videos like this, but I'm hoping I have no more videos like this in the future. Like always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.